Good morning, my friends. We are on day 4 of reading, and this is your first day this week of reading mini lessons. We did that because you should have 3 days then to catch up on your Lexia, your extra math, your Freckle, your Epic. It's important that you're zoning into those to make sure that you're getting everything that you need when you're not at school. So that's why we gave you those 3 days, okay? So there's no excuses. You should have a lot of minutes on all of those. Today, we are going to talk about characters' feelings. So it says when you learn to infer characters' feelings, or when you learn how to decide what the characters are feeling, they deepen your understanding of text and learn to relate to characters. Oh, I spelled characters wrong. Woo! Where'd you go? Relate to characters, which supports, oh my Lanta, y'all. There we go. Empathy. See, teachers aren't even perfect. Let's go over that again. When you learn to infer characters' feelings, they deepen your understanding. They make you know more of what you're reading and you'll learn to relate to the characters. So you'll actually feel something for the characters. And that supports empathy, how you feel towards them. It helps you connect with the reader. I have a hint for today. Notice words and behaviors of characters. That will really help you connect to them. And in a lot of these books, we were able to connect to them already, especially because I was crying during one. And you can really tell, like, maybe you had a connection with your grandparents or your parents during some of these because they were all, a lot of them were family related. We're going to look at Thunder Cake again. So I actually went back to my recording of Thunder Cake, and we're going to go back in and look at some of the parts of the book. So it says, what words do you hear to show feelings? And what pictures do you notice to show feelings? Lock those both in your brain. We're going to listen to one page of this book, and we're going to answer this question right here. What words do you hear to show feelings? And then we'll go back and listen to a different page, okay? So think of exactly what words are in the book that let you know how the character's feeling.
With a sharp, crackling light, and then a roaring, low, tumbling sound of thunder makes the windows shudder in their panes. The sound used to scare me when I was little.
Wait. The sound used to scare me when I was little.
I loved to go to Grandma's house. Bambushka, as I used to call my grandma, had come from Russia years before. But I feared Michigan's summer storms.
Let's go back. So what words did you hear to show feelings? But I feared Michigan's summer storms. It tells you right there exactly how she's feeling. She was scared of Michigan's summer storms. Oh my Lanta. Let's keep going.
I feared the sound of thunder more than anything.
Stop right there. I feared the sound of thunder more than anything. I feared the sound of thunder more than anything. And I'm going to put those in quotation marks because those come exactly from a book. When someone is talking or when you copy from a book, you need to have quotations. So it says, what words do you hear to show feelings? In the first, not even 10 sentences, it gives you exact words to let you know how she's going to feel during this story, which is why I chose this story. But I feared Michigan's summer storms. I feared the sound of thunder more than anything. Those are some powerful words. So you can also find characters' feelings. So we did words, but you can do notice it by their behaviors as well. And that's often in illustrations. So let's go through here and find, where is she? Trying to find an illustration where she was under the bed. Is it? Well, there's one in here, which I wish I had the book in front of me. This is a good one anyway. You can see Grandma embracing her, right? Why would Grandma be embracing her? Why would she be holding her? So I think about when I used to crawl in bed with my parents because the storm scared me, and they would hold me in bed. This is similar. Grandma is comforting her, right? You can tell character feelings. Look at her little face. Let me zoom this out. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Look at her face. She looks terrified, and Grandma's like, it's okay, right? That shows exact character feelings through behaviors. So we're going to go back to here. What pictures do you notice that show feelings? And I'm going to write Patricia cuddled by her grandma when she was scared. Okay, so that shows you that Patricia was scared. But then we also have Grandma's feelings. Grandma was not afraid and comforting Patricia, right? She wasn't afraid. You can tell that because she was comforting her. So there's two feelings. There is scared here, and there is comforting, like feeling okay with yourself and feeling okay with the surroundings. You can find characters' feelings through words and behaviors. Mirror, mirror. You can find characters' feelings with words, and behaviors, and you're going to be able to do that today. So before you do that on your own, we're going to go and we're going to look at other books that we've read. I'm not going to walk you through them because we've already read them, and I'm just going to talk to you about this chart that I made. So we have Thundercake. On the top it says what the characters think, say, and do show how they're feeling. Thundercake, how the character might be feeling. Afraid. How do you know? The girl hides under the bed. The girl hugs her grandma, and she looks worried. That's exactly what we just talked about over here. In Meteor, that book that we read that looks just like this, there was excited and curious because a meteor just came down. The people talk about the meteor and exaggerate what happened. Remember, they were all on the phone and they were going around and exaggerating everything that happened, and then everybody showed up at the farm. This one was, let me see, some birthday. That's when Grandpa, or that's when they, I don't think it was Grandpa, I think it was Dad, acted like he forgot about her birthday, and then they like scared her and surprised her at the end. That theme was disappointed. She was disappointed throughout the entire story. Do you remember that? Like, they forgot my birthday. How could they forget this? The girl thinks that her dad forgot her birthday. And then Thundercake, there's another one, another feeling, and that's brave and unafraid. The girl smiles and eats her Thundercake, and she's laughing. At the way end, you know that she feels brave, and she did all of this stuff, and Grandma explained it to her, and then she got really like empowered and felt good about herself. So books can also have multiple feelings, but it's very important that we connect to those feelings and we feel what they're feeling. And the authors that I'm choosing, they do a really good job of that. So it's often easy for us to connect to the characters. What the characters say and do shows how they feel about each other. They also show exactly how they feel about each other. For example, in Thundercake, what we described right over here, how the characters feel about each other. The grandma loves the granddaughter and wants to take care of her and teach her. The grandma makes a plan so the girl isn't scared. She comforts the girl. The girl trusts her grandma. The girl walks with her grandma even when she is scared. You can tell that strong bond between her and her grandma because grandma is comforting her. Grandma is helping her build this cake throughout the day with all these ingredients when really getting those ingredients were very terrifying and you had to overcome a lot of challenges through that too. So grandma's helping her in many ways and it just shows you how strong they are together. Then we have the keeping quilt. The family members love each other. You know that because they live close to each other. They pass on a special quilt to the new babies. They smile and they stand close. And you can tell that through the pictures and the words, right? And all of this relates exactly back to what we just did. Your goal for today, so you should be able to say, yes, I know this, infer characters' feelings as revealed through thought, dialogue, and behavior. What did Mrs. Wolf just say? You are going to feel the characters' feelings as they show you through words, like thought words, dialogue, he said, she said, and behavior. You can notice the behavior through words or through pictures. So today, your homework is, and I'll post it in the link below in the student response, you are going to choose your own book. Okay? So you're going to choose your own book, and you're going to write the title here. Title. Then you are going to relate to those characters' feelings. Okay? So, what did the characters feel? And you can tell me that through both words and what do you think I'm going to say? Pictures. I want you to describe all of those. So if they say it in words, you need to write exactly what they said, which means you're going to have to do quotation marks. So quotation marks. Copy the text here. End quotation marks. You have to have those quotation marks or you're stealing. And then the pictures. In the picture, blah, 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 blah. And then you're going to tell me about the picture, okay? That is your homework for today. Alrighty. You enjoy your day 4 of virtual learning. We only have a week and 1 day left, and then we should be able to see you in person. Bye, friends.